Good morning, it's Bank Holiday Monday 2024 and it's Christown and I'm out and about. I'm near the Premier Inn Newbold Rugby and the next door Harvester, and I'm just going to take you for a quick walk round to the Oxford Canal, and we will be by the opposite the pub, but we can't get over there. We can't get over into the garden because there's the walkway over the canal, but it doesn't take you into the garden, so we can't do that. So we just go up this way. As you can see over there, there's actually a sign over there that says Oxford Canal, so we're going to go up this way. I was hoping for a slightly better day, but we haven't got it. As you can see, the Harvester, the Bell and Barge is there, and going to cross this road, which is quite busy, so we're going to have to wait. This community in this area is known as Holton. That roundabout there with the trees on top has a symbol saying Holton, growing Rugby's newest community. And there is a wicker man on a bike. We've got this rather nice floral display. Eddie Stobart's there. This is the road I'm going to go down when it's safe to do so. And it may be safe to cross after this blue vehicle, and it is. So here we go. The Oxford Canal runs all the way from Oxford to Coventry, which is, I think Coventry is about 10-11 miles from Rugby, and obviously Coventry also used to be in the historical county of Warwickshire, but with the 1972 local government changes where they created the metropolitan areas, Coventry is now part of the West Midlands, which extends up to Birmingham and up as far as Wolverhampton. It's not as bright a morning as I hoped, but it's still not unpleasant. There's our first sighting of a canal boat there. Some of the barges. Victoria Jane. Just turn over this way for a minute. And here there's some parkland, but I wanted to be on the other side, so I'll go back this way. Because what I think I've done is I think I've taken a path too early. So there's some woodland here, quite thick woodland. Rugby is a very interesting town, Victorian town, I would think, in the main, and obviously the buildings look different from elsewhere because they're made with the local stone. So Rugby has got its own sort of character when you get into town. In fact, this is one of the ways into town. I'm in the northeastern part of Rugby, so heading down this way. I'll eventually get into town and the station. I don't actually have to go right into the town centre to actually get to the there we are, there's another view of the canal from on top, and you've got a sign there that actually says town centre. And here we are. I should have taken this path. This is the one I came up on Saturday night for my trip to the long road at Stanford on Avon yesterday, and I decided to leave in the end before I think it ended, after I'd seen the last set I wanted to see, and it took me an hour and a half to walk back to the hotel, which is pretty good because that's about 5.5 miles, which really for me is a sort of equal distance back home from walking to the town centre to my friend Gary's house in the village of Sutton Valence near Maidstone. So as you can see, the canal is approaching us now, and we're on the other side. If we follow that way, we go to Newbold. Round to the right we go to Hillmorton Lock. I'm not going to go all the way down there, or Hillmorton Locks, and to confirm, back up that way is towards the town centre. So we come underneath this road bridge, and we've got very nice echo under here. And you can see there's some sort of artwork under here, obviously connected with the game of rugby football, for which the town is famous. And Tom Brown's School Days was set in Rugby, and I don't know if you remember, the protagonist villain was called Flashman, and there was a follow-up book where it was made into a film actually, I think, where Flashman takes part in some war, and despite not doing much, ends up as a hero. Yeah, so this sign has been slightly graffitied and has seen better days, but it does tell me that the 78-mile canal passes through the area north of Rugby. Original canal work to Thames, Mersey, Trent and the Severn Rivers. Links with the Coventry Canal and with the River Thames at Oxford. James Brindley began construction in 1769. Reached Rugby in the early 1770s. It contributed to the town's pre-railway age's prosperity. Originally followed the lie and the land. Its route was shortened by 13 miles between 1829 and 34, and obviously then the railways came, and that obviously led to a diminution of the canals. Now, as you can see now, we're opposite the pub, and you might think, oh well, I go over that bridge and I'll walk into the pub gardens, but I don't think you'll have any success doing that. But you've got this wooden bridge here which you can cross the canal with, and I shall go up to the top of there. Getting to Rugby from London is fairly easy. We're only about an hour from London, I think an hour I think it is, and you're only about what 45-50 minutes away from Birmingham by train. So yeah, and there's some lovely countryside as well. I found that lane I walked back, or the road I walked back down yesterday evening after the festival was it was a straight line of roads, and one part of it was absolutely beautiful, no traffic on it. It got a bit busier and busier as you got more towards Rugby. Canal boat there coming down. And there's the back of the pub, but as you can see there is no access to the pub garden from here. If I just walk up here a little bit, Well, you wouldn't really walk across there and try to scramble across there. And you've got this little channel going off down there. So that's the view back down there. Litter everywhere. There's a Coke bottle down there, but that's by and by, isn't it? Actually, yesterday at Long Road, Rishi Palmer's well, people of colour gig was absolutely brilliant, and they did Will the Circle Be Unbroken, and she said its base is in a Negro hymn, but she didn't name the Negro hymn. And for those of you who are interested, the name of the Negro hymn is By and By, and it's often played by trad jazz bands. So if you hear the song By and By played by a trad jazz band, you are also hearing Will the Circle Be Unbroken, which is the song they sing at the Opry in the circle. So as you can see, a canal which is going through a there is what looks like a spire in the distance. Not sure it's a church though. There's that sort of thing over there, which could be a sort of agricultural chemical style plant, or it could be something completely different. Anyway, so there goes that boat down the canal, bank holiday. As you can see, there's a dog walker. I don't really intend to do any more today. I just thought I'd show you this brief view of this canal. And there's the Harvester, and my hotel, the Premier Inn, Rugby, Newbold in brackets, is there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this walk round part of the outskirts of Rugby with me. Chris Town saying goodbye for now, and I'll see you soon.